Film Sweet Film. It says it all for us at the Florida Film Festival. It says home sweet home, it says love for movies, and it says we are an organization, a festival that loves people who love films. Welcome to Enzian. Welcome to the 19th edition of the friendliest film festival on the planet. First, some interesting facts. The Florida Film Festival received almost 1,500 entries from 69 countries. Of those, 162 were accepted for screening, and those came from 25 countries. Our staff travels to festivals looking for films to bring to Florida, and we just got back from Sundance, and with movies too.
Well, I've been really happy with the quality of film this year. In fact, out of the, I think this is the fourth major festival I've gone, researching films for Enzian and the Florida Film Festival, and so far this has offered me the best quality. I'm seeing better films this year than I've seen at Toronto and Sundance in the past.
And you will be among the first to see them. 25 are world premieres, 2 are US premieres, 44 are East Coast premieres, 34 are Southeast premieres, and 21 are Florida premieres. So what's new at the Florida Film Festival? Of course, the films are always new, and new chefs bring with them new foodie delights. But this year, the Florida Film Festival is extending its reach to downtown Orlando. 3 days of major festival screenings will take place at the Plaza Cinema Cafe. In addition, we'll be holding a special festival screening outside by the shores of Lake Eola in partnership with our friends at the Orlando Film Festival. And 3 festival parties will be held in the City Beautiful. Our retro films bring great classics to the festival. Psycho hits the big screen at Enzian as the closing film of the festival, Sunday, April 18th. And take a picnic dinner to Winter Park on Tuesday, April 13th for the 5-time Oscar winner, Billy Wilder's The Apartment. And as part of Downtown Movie Night, Ron Howard's Cocoon, celebrating its 25th anniversary, Sunday, April 11th, by the shores of Lake Eola. And our very special screening of films selected by special friends. We asked 3 of them to pick films that made them think of home. Harriet Lake, our unequivocal ambassador for the arts from Orlando to the world, chose the classic, I Remember Mama. And Harriet Lake submitted her thoughts of home in a 6-page handwritten note to us at Enzian. Susie Spang, Metro Orlando Economic Development Commission's Vice President, Technology and Entertainment, selected That's Entertainment. From Real Radio 104.1, the leader of the Phillips File, Jim Phillips, chose Chinatown.
An exquisite, wonderful movie that has a connection to Orlando, of course. It's a movie about the future, and that relation in Orlando to Central Florida has a relation to Los Angeles. The movie takes place in 1937. Los Angeles is, for all intents and purposes, a small town in a desert. Much like Orlando in the late 1960s was a small town in a swamp. And it's about the future. When Jack Nicholson is talking to Noah Cross, who's played by John Huston, and says, you've got something to the effect, you have everything. What else can you buy, Mr. Cross? And Noah Cross responds, well, the future, Mr. Getz.
Why are you doing it? How much better can you eat? What can you buy that you can't already afford?
The future, Mr. Getz. The future.
And that's what it's all about. That's what this movie is all about.
Enzian's motto is film, food, and friends, and the food component continues to be key to the Florida Film Festival. Our opening night party is titled No Grits, No Glory. A sizzling Southern celebration, we raise our glasses to memories of home sweet home. Celebrated masters of Southern cuisine will be our special guests. On Saturday, April 10th at 1 p.m., it's Southern Comfort, a luncheon and discussion hosted by the Lee brothers and our own chef Josh Oakley, who will prepare samples from the Lee brothers cookbook. On Sunday, April 11th, our own chef Josh Oakley prepares a Southern brunch courageously titled Dial B for Bacon. And our revel, the big blowout where we celebrate it all. A New Orleans Mardi Gras extravaganza will be held at the backlot studios of Full Sail University. Come get your beads. And we're adding a special gathering on Saturday, April 10th, very limited admission, at a secret, disclosed only to attendees location. This intimate group will be part of a Tennessee Williams Southern Gothic family reunion. Celebrity chefs will provide the food, the location will provide some Southern Gothic atmosphere, and invited members of the Tennessee Williams cast of characters are expected to attend. So that's our story. I hope we didn't go on for too long, and we haven't come close to telling you the story of all 162 films. As always, there will be lots of last-minute surprises, but for now, these 10 days at Grace April in Orlando, we will be all about film, food, and friends. We aspire to be the film festival where the friendship struck by filmmakers in our home lasts much longer than any wheeling and dealing elsewhere.
Well, I've never seen a theater like this because it's so unique. You walk into a house and watch movies that are beautiful. It's the difference between movie and film. You watch films here, you know, it makes it feel like film. During the film festival, you're like, man, we gotta come watch this movie. And the person's like, what movie? It's about this, that, that. Really? And I'll watch it with you again. You tend to think of filmmakers as being people who are not approachable. But when you see an actor that has done important movies, real important movies, and in a theater that feels like it's not pretentious, that it's honest, like feels like home sweet home, you know? For example, last year they brought Jon Voight, right? And Jon Voight, everybody watched Midnight Cowboy in there with Jon Voight. He started talking first, before the movie, about a number of experiences that he had. And he's an honest, awesome guy. Like when you walk around here and you see pictures of Paul Newman, you're like, wait, what do you mean Paul Newman? That's right here. He came here? You're like, wow, right? But then you go to the festival and you see the directors handing out the flyers. Come see my movie. And you're like, what do you mean my movie? Yeah, come see my movie. It's playing here at the festival. Like, really? Your movie? What you doing? And so you're talking to the actual filmmaker, and sometimes they tell you, oh, if we get 30 people, we do well, you know. And you're like, yes. How many you got? When you come by later and you're like, yeah, you got 28? Give me a second. And then you go maybe find somebody else, and so you get to participate with them, and that's, I don't know, that's kind of special. That doesn't happen every day, that you see a creation and you see the person that created it, and you get a chance to see them, you know, maybe grow after the experience, after you can even, you know, approach them.